Hello, my darlings. Mama Lou here, and I wanted to give all of my Geminis a August 2023 reading. So this could be for anybody who has Gemini placements of their sun, moon, rising, Venus. You got friends, you got partners, you got, curiosities. You can just take this. This is a collective reading though, so take what resonates, leave what does not. I'm going to be pulling some cards for different energies. This could cover anything. It's just whatever messages come in for Geminis. And I'm also going to be using this mood oracle, which I've already kind of pre-shuffled, but we'll shuffle it some more. These are adult content cards. So just so you know, they're a little crass, a little over the top, but I wanted to use these so we could kind of get some feelings, some moods for what we got this month. And they're very loud because they're huge. But anyways, so if you're under 18, you shouldn't be watching this. It's all right. But anywho, let's get some cards first to see what kind of messages the universe has for my Geminis for August 2023. And we'll just go from there. While you are here, you can feel free to push the old like, subscribe, follow, whatever bell buttons, I don't know, whatever all those things are. If you want to do that, that would be great. It's totally free for you to do. So let's do this. All right. This is the Witch's Tarot. So you got the shadow side, which is like, what I'm getting with this is the month of August, you might be dealing with some fears. You might be dealing with some insecurities. You might be dealing with some things that you would rather not bring to the surface. Maybe some of the stuff that you've been stuffing for a while. Some of the stuff that you're like, oh, I'm going to deal with that later. And maybe that pile of stuff that you were like, I'm going to do this later has been piling up. This could be emotional stuff. This could be trauma stuff that you haven't been dealing with. This could be bigger situations that require bigger choices that are going to need some thinking on. But this could also be something as small as tasks that you've been putting off, projects that you've been delaying or putting aside because other things keep coming up. Whatever this is, this card is kind of bringing up the idea of whatever you've been putting off for later. In the month of August, it's going to start creeping up on you if you don't address it, or it's going to start bothering you, or it's going to start inhibiting your flow of energy in some way. So let's get a mood card for this one. You got Believe in Bigfoot. Yeah. So I'm getting here about like the idea that if you're just not thinking about it right now, that it doesn't really exist. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. I know that's a little bit on the nose there, but you can't keep hiding it forever. You need to bring it out in the open. You need to really look at this situation, whether this is a relationship. Like I said, maybe this is your job. Maybe this is, like I said, projects that you've been putting on hold. This could be emotional stuffing that you've been doing that you need to take the time to work through. Shadow work, dealing, maybe going to your therapist and being like, hey, I think it's time we need to start pulling some of these things out of this bag here and let's actually start working on it. Let's start addressing it. This is about facing those fears, because the more you put it off, it almost becomes bigger in your head. Like when I was a little kid, and my room was always atrocious. My room was always horrible when I was a kid. And my mom would finally just be like, that's it. I know it's Saturday. I know you want to go play. I know you want to go ride your horse. You want to do all these things. You want to go play in the river, whatever this is. I don't care. You are in your room until it's done. And I would get in there and I would just like fidget and try and do anything else I could do because I was so overwhelmed. I'm looking at it as this huge project to do because, the way my mom wanted it clean meant that I was going to have to go through my bookshelves and I was going to have to go under the bed. I was going to have to do all these things, fold all my laundry and put it away. Like it was so overwhelming. I didn't even know where to start. And it kind of feels like this energy, you need to just start in a small space. Start with something simple that you can finish right away. Start with something that is like, start with the easiest stuff first this month, and then it's going to get easier for you to work through this. This is kind of the energy I'm getting. This doesn't feel so big as far as the energy coming in. This just feels like universe being like, okay, come on. Let's start handling all this little stuff because we have things to do in the future and we can't have any of this stuff holding you back. You know, like if you're trying to, you know, level up, you know, on your enlightenment or something, and then you're sitting there and you're trying to meditate, and then you're realizing like, oh, I need to do the dishes, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. It's just like, let's just clear the way. Let's just clear the way so that you and me, universe and me, or you and whatever you believe in, can have a clear, open road to really start planning and working towards your goals, your dreams, your path, whatever it is that you're trying to work for. These little things, I know it doesn't seem like much, but it can be a hindrance the more it builds up, because then you just get overwhelmed like I did when I was a kid and I didn't know where to start. So it's okay to start with little things and move forward with it. So that's kind of an energy that the universe is really bringing up. I know that may seem mundane and I don't care. Whatever it is you think about it, but that's a message that's coming through. So it must be important for you, Gemini. So really cool. Also, there's something here about fears of the unknown as well, kind of with the Bigfoot and the shadow here. Fears of the unknown. And that can be scary. I'm not above it. Nobody is, you know. So fear of the unknown can be something that could also be holding you back. So it's just walking up to that fear and just being like, hey, I know you're there. Hi, I see you. Hello. And just acknowledging some of these things actually can help those fears go away, or those anxieties go away, or those what ifs, or those I don't know if I can do this, or any doubts that you may have. It feels like it's all internal, because it feels like very much the universe is saying those doubts are just with you. We got you. We got this, and we can handle it. But we need you with us. We need you on board. This is for you anyway. So it's kind of that, it's a little bit of a pump me up, you know, like, you know, halftime pump up conversation kind of in some way. All right. You got the six of chords. Six. I got to get my teeth in my mouth. Six of swords. So you are moving on to something. You are leaving something behind. This could be those fears. This could be those distractions. This could be, you know, drama or whatever. You want to move forward. You want to find peace. You want to find happiness. You want to find a place where you can settle, where you can just be, and where you can start living your life without having anything holding you back. This is a very releasing energy for you, Geminis. This is a very, you know, like, I'm coming up. I want the world to know. You know, like that type of a vibe is kind of what I'm getting. I can't sing. But anyways, this is the energy that of what's going on. You're moving on something. You're moving beyond something. Maybe you've moved beyond a job. Maybe you've moved beyond, you know, a friend group. Maybe you've moved beyond an old belief that you had and you're letting it go. Maybe you're moving on, literally moving. Maybe you're relocating. Maybe it just feels like you're like, yeah, this may be hard and I only got me, but I need this for myself. I need to move forward for myself because it's time. It's time. I can't keep letting everything else around me directing my life and my path. I want to start doing what I want to do. I want to start being who I want to be. I want to start having the people around me that match my energy. I want to start believing what I believe, not the way I was raised or not the way that society tells me to. This is you just kind of going on your own and just being like, maybe I have fears of this unknown, but I know I can't stay where I'm at. I must move forward. So there's something here about breaking free from any cycles, breaking free from anything that's tethering you. You know, like boats have those anchors, or they have, you know, where you tie them up to the dock. This is you letting that rope go and floating and letting the universe, the tide, the waters, the river, whatever metaphor you want to use, draw you to your destination, and just going with that flow and just letting it do it. It's really cool. Oh, all right. I want to move for this one. So Six of Swords, you got tarot readings, Sage Lit card spread, Titties out. Oh God, yes. Time to play the devil's Uno. I'm going to cover this because this is, you know, YouTube. Anyways, but yeah, it's time for you to start following your own internal compass, your own internal dreams. I think it's funny that that came up on a tarot reading because, you know, you're watching a tarot reading. So obviously this is another yes of like, if you're seeing these signs, if you're getting tarot readings, if you're getting inspiration from your guides, your deities, if you're seeing signs, if you're, like whatever it is that you believe in, or if you're feeling this pull towards something, then like I said, you just got to let the boat go from the dock and you need to just go with it. This is following that intuition, following those instincts. It's time for you to start listening to the universe. It is trying to draw you on your path. It is trying to help you. And sometimes the help is a little scary because you don't know where you're going. Sometimes it's a little bit like, well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm able, like all these what ifs, like I said at the beginning. And it's like, you got to, and like, I don't like using this word because it gets used so much, but you got to have faith. And it doesn't have to be faith in a religion or anything like that, but it's faith in yourself, faith in your own energy, faith in the universe, faith in whatever it is that you believe in. But you have to know that you can't stay put. You can't stay stuck. You can't stay wallowing in fears. You can't stay in this whole like, well, maybe sometime. This is very action-oriented message is what's coming out. It's like, get going, get moving, even if it's that tiny little step at a time. You need to do that for yourself, because once you see that you've made these teeny tiny little steps forward and you look back, you realize 100 teeny tiny little steps, you're all the way away from shore at this point. That's kind of what I'm getting. And I know that doesn't work unless you can walk on water, but these are the images come in fast and interesting, so it does end up getting mixed up. But I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. So that's what we got here. All right, let's keep going and see if there's any other messages for our Geminis coming in. All right, Three of Swords. Yeah, you're worried you're going to get disappointed again. You're worried you're going to get hurt again. You're worried you're going to fall on your face. You're going to look a fool. Whatever this thing is, you have been through it. There's no denying here with the cards. You have been through it. I don't know what it is, but there's something here where you've had like a shadow over yourself. You have a lot of fears about stepping back out there again, whether this is in love, whether this is in a job, whether this is in just personally. Maybe you've been, burned by religion, and so you just don't want to believe in anything. But this is saying believe in yourself and realize that you've learned these lessons. And you're not a dum-dum. You are not going to let that happen to you again. At least not the same thing repeating itself if you choose not to, if you stop it. You got Two Swords cards here. You guys are an air element. And I know that you guys are very logical. You like to think things through. And the thing is you guys are super smart. You're super smart. You're not going to let this happen to you again. You're going to see the signs. You're going to know what's right and wrong. And you're going to know that if you're getting pulled in a certain direction, you can follow your instincts. You can follow your intuition. I do get intuition a lot from the sword cards. So there is something here about that. And it's about you just not allowing past disappointments, past hurts, past fears. This is like you're forgiving yourself. The Three of Swords does have a lot of forgiveness in it. It has a lot of that energy. And I think that you beat yourself up enough over something that you can't control or that you had no hand in or anything like that. And so this is you being able to just be like, it is what it is. like life is life. I can't keep living in the past. I can't keep worrying about what's going to come at me next, or how someone else is going to disappoint me or how the world's going to let me down. All of those things, that doesn't matter. This is about you choosing to forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive the situation, just forgive that you are a human being living this life. This is just part of it, and it's okay. And yeah, you can still be hurt about it and sad about it, but you have to realize that this is life. Life can be scary sometimes. Life can be overwhelming sometimes, but you have to keep moving forward. You can't stay stuck. I also think it's interesting. This is the Witch's Tarot, and you notice that this heart with the swords in it is surrounded by fae. They are a little wily. They're a little scampy. They're, but they're also playful. They're like, they can be like, yeah, this kind of hurt, but you needed this so you could learn, so that you would know in the future, because maybe in the future it would really, really cause a problem for you. So we let you have some little hurts now so that you can fly, you can soar, you can follow the life that you're supposed to be leading. And that's not meant to sound like, buck up and get over it, but it is a little bit of, we don't know everything before it happens, and you have to kind of just trust that it's meant to be. And I know that that's another horrible saying that comes out way too much, but yeah, it was meant to happen. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about it. Heal from it and grow. Use it. Use it for your benefit is kind of what I'm getting. Let's see if there is another mood card. Elmira, love Elmira, someone today. Yeah, this is embracing all the parts of yourself. I also think it's funny that it's like the alien. I don't know if you guys know who Elmira is. So there was a thing called Tiny Toons, and Elmira was like kind of like that girl from Finding Nemo with the fish, like just like the crazy pet lover kid. It's from the 80s, 90s. So maybe my Gen Xers will know what this is. Anyways, yeah, this is about not spreading fears and anxieties and worries and disappointments. This is about you embracing love for yourself, love for the things you do have, gratitude, appreciation, holding on the things that matter, and realizing that the stuff that doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. And it only can affect you if you allow it to affect you. It can only hurt you if you let it hurt you. Now, I'm not... Take it how I'm trying to get it across. But this very much feels like enjoy the connections that are valuable to you. Hold them tight. The people that you trust, the people that are there for you, the people that will help you when you're feeling overwhelmed, the people, like maybe this is your friends that you're able to talk to about this. Maybe it's your therapist. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's, a support group, whatever this is. Or maybe it's your spiritual team who are like, it's okay. We'll just take one bit at a time. Anything that you've been having to shove away so that you could just be human in life, pay your bills and do all this other stuff. Let's just slowly start working. What's an easy one for you? What's a good one for you? Okay, well, let's see how we can appreciate that lesson. Let's see how we can work through that. Let's find not to be all Pollyanna, but let's find the bright side. Let's find the glad part of it, and that's kind of the energy that I'm really getting. Really cool message. All right, let's get you guys some songs for this month. Please be sure to do, like I said, all the subscribe, shares, likes, whatever that is. But this is the mixtape oracle that I created. So this is going to be a song, lyric, and some keywords for you to listen to. I recommend starting a playlist for this month because it may not resonate at this moment. Maybe it's going to be something that shows up 2 weeks from now and you're like, oh, that word or that phrase or that beat or that rhythm really hits me in this moment. And then really it'll help connect the reading for the month. It'll help personalize it for you and your journey. So like I said, put some headphones on, read the lyrics, do whatever you do, and see how this resonates for you throughout the month. All right, the first one we got is 5'3" by Flannel Graph. Oh, but I'm quite small and I never have it all together. I'm just a girl who doesn't have any diamonds or pearls. Underestimating yourself. Oh, that's sweet. The world telling you who and what you're supposed to be, feeling insignificant. Yeah. Like I said, this is dealing with some of that shadow work, maybe dealing with any insecurities you have. The world, that's hurt you. Any of these things. This song is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Please listen to it. It is amazing. I will be putting the songs that come out down in the description box so you guys can look them up on Spotify or whatever music thing you have. Do that. All right, then we got Circles. This is the remake by Post Malone, just so you know. Seasons change and our love went cold. Feed the flame because we can't let it go. Run away, but we're running in circles. This is repeating patterns and cycles, going nowhere. Remember, they said you gotta start moving. No progression or growth. Surface relationship, ending bad habits and behaviors. Putting stuff off. Great songs that came out for you guys. Very, to me, they hit the reading really good. So I'm going to put these down in the description box. Again, thank you, Geminis. I hope you guys have an amazing August, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.